One man is dead and another is in the hospital after an exchange of gunfire in Montgomery County. It happened inside an apartment on the 400 block of Walnut Street. 69 News reporter Rob Manch is live there. Rob.
Hey there, Hasiel. So the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office tells us the shooting happened just after 11 o'clock last night in one of the units in the Madison Avenue apartments you see here behind me on Walnut Street. And from the details that we know right now, the shooting appears to be based around a relationship that both the shooter and the victim had with a woman who lives here. So according to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office, the shooter was Christopher Moore, 21-year-old, and investigators say he broke into the apartment of Haley Durson Skeleton, who he had several children with. He actually apparently broke in through the bathroom window. Moore then fired at Durson Skeleton's new boyfriend, 21-year-old Wesley Smith. Smith fired back at Moore, hitting him multiple times, and Smith later died from his injuries. Moore is still in the hospital, but he is expected to survive. Police recovered both guns at the scene, and an autopsy on Smith is scheduled for later today. Now, police have not announced if any charges are coming against Moore because he is still in the hospital at this time, but police do say there is no longer any threat to the public. We're live in Lansdale. Rob Manch, 69 News.
Facing first, second, and third-degree murder charges in a fatal shooting in Lansdale.
It happened in the apartment of a woman who had a relationship with both the shooter and the victim. 69 News reporter Rob Manch joins us live at the scene on Walnut Street. Rob, how did the shooting happen?
Well, Rob, according to the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office, this was a targeted shooting. So 21-year-old Christopher Moore apparently tried to break into the apartment of the mother of his children to shoot her new boyfriend, but in the process, he ended up getting shot himself. Shots rang out at the Madison Avenue apartment shortly after 11 p.m. Tuesday night. Across the street, Corey Fryer says his brother heard it all.
My brother, he said around 11:30, he heard 3 shots. Then it's the second 1 shot, then three more shots. And then finally someone came out and said that they needed an ambulance.
That ambulance was for 21-year-old Christopher Moore. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office says he broke into Haley Durson Skeleton's apartment. The two had multiple children together. He apparently crawled in through a bathroom window, then shot Durson Skeleton's new boyfriend, 21-year-old Wesley Smith, multiple times. Smith was armed as well and fired back, hitting Moore multiple times as well. Moore is currently being treated at Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia. Smith was pronounced dead at the scene. Fryer says the incident makes him feel unsafe in his own neighborhood.
Is it really coming to that, where everybody needs a sidearm to feel safe walking down their neighborhood?
Police recovered both guns from the crime scene, and our cameras captured what appear to be bullet holes on the outside of the apartment building. Fryer says it's not the first violent incident to happen in this neighborhood since he moved in a year and a half ago.
We've had about 4 or 5 incidents just on this block over the past year and a half, and it's awful to see.
Fryer says he hopes this is the last time he has to deal with police lights outside his front door.
You wish that these things could get settled with words instead of violence, you know?
Now, the DA's office says Wesley Smith's autopsy showed he was killed by multiple gunshot wounds, and his death has been ruled a homicide. Moore is still being treated for his injuries right now at Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia, but when he gets out, he will be formally arraigned on 6 charges, including first-degree, second-degree, and third-degree murder. We're live in Lansdale tonight. Rob Manch, 69 News.
Back again, man. Back again, man. You know who it is, who it should be. You seen what I posted. It's another classic story of nobody ends up with the woman at the end of the game. At the end of the situation, one got sent to heaven, the other one's in the hospital surviving gunshot wounds. And the woman gets to move on with her life and neither one of them ends up with the woman. See, look. So a young brother, supposedly they both had licensed firearms. This woman has several kids by the baby father. He decides to take upon himself to play Spider-Man, climb through a back window, and shoot at the new boyfriend. And actually, the young brother was able to shoot back, but he ended up being the one that lost his life, not the perpetrator that broke into the house, the baby father. See, listen, in my times and travels of dealing with women that had kids, first thing off the rip after we meet, the first question I'm asking, do you have any baby daddy drama? That's the first thing I'm asking off the rip. I don't care how good she look, unless it's a one-night stand and you smashing and you going, that's different. But if you plan on being with this woman, that's the one important. Do you have any drama, any stalkers in your life, baby daddy drama, ex-husbands, anything, before me and you decide to get into a relationship? Because, see, some men, once again, is back to that capital L, can't take a L. I have 2 older sons. I'm going to give you a good scenario. When I was in Florida, when I finished that probation for that, you know, what I did when I was 19, and I moved with my stepmom, Cheryl, which is a great woman, and my dad in Florida, Oviedo, Florida, I was dating Artis Gilmore's daughter. Do you know who Artis Gilmore is? He's an ex-NBA star. I was in the family. I had her rap. Her name was Shauna Gilmore. Look it up. Look her up. I had her wrapped around my finger back then. She was a little bit older than me. I was in there. I left because I had a son, and the mom lived in CT. The one I actually caught the shooting for. Yeah. So I left Shauna Gilmore, moved back up north for her. I'm just giving you a scenario about me. I was with an NBA star's daughter. Left her to go back to my son's mother in CT. 1997. Okay? I didn't have to leave. I had my own bachelor pad at my stepmom and my dad's house. They used to let me have girls over the house. Trying to do the manly thing as a father. I go back. I'll make this quick. Me and her broke up 6 months later forever. She kicked me out because I stayed out all night. Did I turn around and kill her? Don't you think that was enough ammo for me to lose my mind? Like, hold up. You begged me to come back up here. I come back up here, and 6 months later, we break up for good. Don't you think that was enough ammo? And I left for ex-NBA star's daughter to be back with her. You didn't think that was enough ammo to kill her? It definitely was. But did I? No. I picked my chin up. I grabbed my clothes that she had packed on the table and kept it pushing. And this is now what? How many years? Because I was what? 20 at the time, maybe? 21? And came back, and look at me now, 48. So how many years later? I kept it pushing, right? I met a better woman, right? I got a home with a pool, right? So I'm a prime example, youngsters, of why you should not kill your ex-baby moms, your ex-wife, whoever. Ex-girlfriend. Keep it pushing because you can gain more. I had a son with this girl. I didn't kill her. I didn't beat her up. She said, get out. I said, okay. It was hard. I did call my dad. I remember this vividly. And I put the hammer to my head. I was like, Dad, I don't want to live no more, blah, blah, blah. He said, man, you better knock that shit out. Knock that shit off and keep it pushing. I put the hammer down and I kept it pushing, man. If anybody was going to harm somebody, I was going to harm myself. I wasn't going to harm her or my son. And look at me now. I got a way better woman, a way better life. So I'm a prime example. See, when you're dealing with me, I have examples I can give you because I've been there. I didn't kill her. She's still living. She done had a whole nother kid, a whole nother men, a bunch of men, whatever. That's her business. But anyways, back to this story. So I gave you an example of me. I've been there, done that, and I ain't killed nobody. I kept it pushing. Look at me now. This young man wasn't given that opportunity. And sometimes in this situation, it'd be a little tricky because the baby moms be playing both sides. Like, she'll be messing with another dude to make the baby daddy mad. Like, now I got somebody else. You feel me? So in some cases, you got to watch the woman too. She lucky he ain't air her ass out. But keeping it player though, keeping it G, you're not supposed to hate the player, hate the game, bro. Look, you can't hate the new man for doing what he's supposed to do, rightfully so. You understand what I'm saying? If anything, be mad at her. Don't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Why kill the new dude? But it happens in all communities on that aspect. All nationalities do stuff like that. I don't understand that. Like, I'm not killing. I'm not giving up my freedom over no damn woman, man. If she don't want you, she don't want you. It's plenty out there. That's a weak man's trait. And I'm here to say it. You're weak. If you are, if you're going to kill somebody because they dealing with your ex, you weak, brother. You're not strong. That means you ain't got no game and you can't get nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? So for all these young brothers, man, before you deal with a female that has kids, ask her, does she have any type of drama with the baby father? Ask her, does she have any drama in her past relationships with her ex? You got to ask these questions nowadays, because if you don't ask these questions, it can seal your fate. Whenever I dealt with somebody, right? We grown, so most of the women gonna have kids. I always ask, yo, do you got any baby daddy drama? Do you got any stalkers? Anything? Ex-boyfriend that's crazy about you? Because if so, we can't deal. I always ask those questions, man. That shit, that's life or death, man. Some of these dudes can't take a loss, bro. And my son's mother was pretty, you know what I mean? I kept it pushing. I didn't stalk her. Listen, I got too much pride to be stalking some damn chick, man. Especially if I already had it. The new man got to get what I already got. That's how I look at it. I ain't stalking nobody. I ain't harassing nobody, man. Fuck all that. There's plenty of women out here. Part of self, man. We in real time. I had to take a sip. Pause. Didn't sound right. But nah, young brothers, that's not cool. That's not keeping it G right there. You know what I mean? Beating the woman up and not letting her move on. Nah, let her move on. She don't want you. She don't want you, man. Stand tall. But to kill a woman and throw away your freedom, because now look, this is what's gonna happen. He dead. The other one, as soon as he get out the hospital and heal up, he going to the Bing. Where you think that woman gonna be at? Probably the next damn week. She gonna have a whole new pause up in her. And that's just real spill. And this story happened, it just happened. So she probably already plotting her next move with another nigga, man. Another brother, man. Make it make sense, man. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. One killed the other one. The other one got shot too. As soon as he healed up, his bond was $1 million plus. His ass going to jail for life. This happened in Philly. She gonna move on. Now look, one got sent up early in his early 20s. The other one in his 20s, he going to jail for life. And she gonna be effing and sucking the next week. Make that make sense, man. That's why you gotta think about the choices you make, man. I just gave you an example about me. I was dating Artist Gilmore's daughter. I left her alone, broke that girl's heart. She was crying on the phone to me. Oh, why you going back up north? And I went back for a son, mom, and we broke up 7 months later for good, forever? You think that wasn't enough to go blow her brains out? Not. I kept it pushing, man. That's why I'm saying deal with a real one. I could give you examples about child support too. Been there, done that. See, we can chat here, bruh. We could definitely have a conversation. And I never been locked up for child support, ever. Because I always paid it. That's why I was in the streets. I had no choice, man. I had things I had to pay for. You heard? You dealing with a real one, man. You can believe it or not. But I'm here to help you. YouTube don't pay me. But I feel this is the best way to reach some of you youngsters that don't want to listen or don't have no guidance or don't have an OG speaking to you. I'm going to speak to you. Man, if it's over, it's over. Nothing lasts forever. All this is temporary, man. When you figure that out, you'll be better off. Nothing lasts forever. This job ain't going to last forever. My life ain't going to last forever. What else, man? You can't bring none of that stuff with you when you're gone. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, make the best of your life because you only got one and there's no rewind button. These two young brothers should be alive. Well, one of them's alive and shouldn't be in jail. They should have just left the chick alone because at the end of the day, she gonna move on. But somebody got to tell you this so you can realize if you kill him, you going to jail and she gonna be with the next dude the next week. Be smarter, man. Use your head. I'm a prime example. I done had multiple women leave me before, and guess what? Oh, you want me to leave? Peace? You think I can't get nobody else? Huh? Okay. The wavy one. Surf my ass on out of there. Trucker J, man. You already know. The stubborn uncle. Get into this field, man. It could change your life. It could bring you to rural towns like this. Do you see where I'm at compared to where I'm from? If this ain't country, what do you call it? I'm in rural Roanoke, Alabama. It's about an hour and 15 minutes from Atlanta. I don't want to get caught out here past sundown, but you already see what I'm doing, man. I'm willing it out here, baby. I got the Cadillac of trailers right now, baby. This is a 53-foot van trailer. This field can change your life. It can get you out of that toxic environment. You can own your own business with this. You can make above 100 grand with no college education in this field. This field, you can make damn near drug dealer money in 1 week. If you own your truck, you can make 5 to 6 to almost 10,000 a week. Real talk, if the wheels is turning. You think I'm bullshit? Man, listen, look it up, man. I just don't want to be away from home like that. But anyways, Uncle Jay hollering at you, man. I got work to do because I'm about to head back, you know? Y'all be safe, man.